So in the HANA database, we discussed about the diagnosis files, trace configuration, system informations, and all those things. Like all those things just help us to identify the issues, to check the logs. Are there any performance issues, sessions, long-running queries, threads, any blocked transactions in the system, and are there any alerts, critical alerts in the systems and landscape related information. So all the things we can see it in the Linux operating system level. So here in HANA database level studio, we can see it here. When was the last restart happened and all the information we can see it here, versions, and so all the information. So same as like in the system DB also, we see the details, and also we discussed about the what are the use case for the each and every process here. So how to start the HANA databases, how to check the logs in the HANA Studio level. So these and all the things we discussed, right? So now let's see. So HANA licensing part here. HANA license. So HANA license. Why? Because HANA is not a like free software till end of the business. So as soon as you done the HANA installation, in the organization we need to apply the HANA license. We have to apply it here. License we have to apply, right? So HANA licensing, SAP HANA licensing involves obtaining and managing the license keys, so that we have to do it here, right? So there are the two types of HANA license keys will be installed. One is the temporary license keys, and second one is the permanent license keys here. So permanent license keys here. So temporary license means when you install the HANA database, by default you will get the 90 days for 90 days license for free installation. As a 90 days free license, you will get it out as a temporary license key, right? So permanent, so that you need to request from SAP marketplace until an expiration date. Until an expiration date, you will get this license. So how many years you put the expiration, that you will get here. So right, we can apply the HANA license in either command prompt level or either system DB, tenant DB also you can apply it here. So if you apply to the system DB, tenant DBs will take over precedence from the system DB here, right? If you go and properties, go to the license, and you can see the temporary license by default it is installed in the 90 days here. Temporary license by default installed 90 days here. So why in this 90 days you need to request the permanent license key, which you have to request, and you need to import into the here. We have to import the license key here, right? Based upon this hardware key, we need to import the license keys here, right? So temporary license key, 90 days validation period here. Just if you calculate the 11th March to 09 to 11th 90 days license you will get from SAP. Till that time you can use the HANA databases here, right? Till that time you can get the HANA license keys here. So this automatically, this temporary will be installed with a new HANA system that valid for the 90 days. Then permanent license keys are valid until predefined expiration date. This must be renewed before they expire. Before expire the license keys, you need to renew the license keys. Otherwise, so your system will be locked from the operation. HANA will be locked. HANA DB will be locked from the operations. Means so nodes insertion of the records or data in the systems here. Nothing will be inserted here. Right? That is the main thing of the HANA licenses here. So in the permanent also, there are the two types of permanent license keys here. Two types of the permanent license keys here. So in that, one license key is called the enforced. So enforced license key. Then second one is called the unenforced, enforced and unenforced license key. Permanent also two types here. So enforced means if the enforced license key is installed, the consumption of the HANA system exceeds the license amount. Basically, HANA license is based upon the your main memory usage. It's not like that so it's not like that. So it's database based. How much memory you are trying to use it, you need to pay for amount for that much of GBs. That much of GBs you have to pay. Means based upon the consumptions. Right? You have the 1 terabyte, then you purchase the license only for the 900 GB means you have to use only 900 GB only, not for 1 terabyte. Right? So which means regardless the consumption of the HANA system DB exceeds the license amount of memory, your HANA system gets locked. This situation occurs when the HANA system to be restarted, and again new license key must be requested. Again you have to install it. So this kind of things you have to perform it in the enforced license keys. Means limit. There is a limited license. This is the limit also here. That is the limitation we have. Right? So then when you go for the unenforced license key, the unenforced license key is installed, and the consumption in case of if the consumption of the HANA system exceeds the license amount of memory, there is no impact of this case, no operational impact, nothing will happen here. So this is the different type of license keys can be installed in the HANA system, either standalone, HANA Cloud, BW on HANA. So these models are based upon the main memory. So the license keys are based upon the main memory. So we have to use it. Suppose example, if you see here, so this is your operating system, this is your HANA database. You have the 1 terabyte of RAM is there here. Your 1 terabyte of RAM you have chosen. So HANA will start consuming that, but you purchased only for the license 900 GB, right? You purchased only license, but even though you have the 1 terabyte free, but you purchased the license only for the 900 GB only, 900 GB only purchased the license. So which means, so then HANA will start using the all the 1 GB to 2 GB, 3 GB. So some year, 1 year, 2 years. So 2 years, 2 years. So in third year, then HANA started consuming the 900 GB of main memory. Because based upon the data is coming. Why? Because all the data stores into the in-memory. Then data is coming and sitting into the in-memory level. Then definitely your license it will start using the all the memory consumptions. So up to 900 is reached here. If it is the enforced one, your system will be locked, and again you need to install the new license key. There is a procedure. It will impact the business operations and everything. In case if you are using the unenforced license, it does not lock the system. So it will not lock the system here, right? That is the one of the main thing here, right? Means this is a limited, this is the unlimited license, unlimited. So these are the types of HANA license keys we have. Okay, that is the HANA. So and coming to the this, so where we have to apply means the studio level in the system DB properties and license, then just install the new license here. That what, so we can see it here, right? That is what we can see in the systems here 20, and that is the one thing here. And coming to, okay, this is the licenses here. From here also, you can do the stop and restart the system. But everything we have to operate from the system DB only here, right? Go to the configuration and monitoring. Administration means the administration page will be opened. HANA cockpit means there is no HANA cockpit embedded this one. This is only this one. You have to separately install the HANA cockpit. Then stop, restart, and replications. This kind of things we can do it in the configuration and the monitoring here. When it go to the life cycle management here, There are the two types of lifecycle management here. One is the HANA. One is the lifecycle management with the application lifecycle management. Here you will get the some application related activities, development related activities, transports related activities. They can see it here, but normally we won't use this one. Platform lifecycle management is for hours. Suppose if you want to update the HANA components, HANA related some of the components and package add-ons and plugins, then you can use the this configuration. You can use the this configuration with we can use it here, right? So that is the one thing here, right? So on a life cycle management and updates and everything we can see it here, right? Application life cycle management and platform life cycle management here, right? So that is the one. And also here you see we see the OS level. Whenever you done the HANA installation, operating system level, there will be a file systems will be created. Operating system level, there will be a file system will be created here, right? So what are those file systems here, right? So whenever you done the HANA installation, so HANA OS level file systems. So the USR SAP SID that will be created at operating system level, same as SAP. The HANA file systems will be created at operating system level here. USR SAP SID here, right? So that is the one thing here. So and so the inside of that one USR SAP SID, then after that there is a sys folder will be created. There is a one more directory like HDB instance number will be created. Then there is a home folder also will be there here. These are the three main folders here under USR SAP SID here. SID here, right? So that is the one thing here, right? So next one. So once this is done, under the sys we have the sys profile, then sys global, so sys exe. SAP also same common file systems here, right? SAP also there is a common file systems we have here, right? So sys means this is the main global directory. Here you have the profile directory. It contains the HANA related profiles. Global directory, it contains the HANA related security related settings, some configuration files, and all those things will be in the global directory. EXE, executable files, HANA executable files. Normally SAP executable files, how we have the EXE, same as like here also we have the executable files are there here. Executable files are there here. See, under the USR SAP SID, we have the sys, HDB instance number and home directory. If we go to the CD sys here, so here you can see the profile directory, global directory, exe directory. So profiles, HANA profiles, then global directory, some of the security related settings and everything, configurations and everything. Exe directory, HANA binaries are here, HANA binaries, HDB. Under the HDB, you have the all the HANA binaries are there here. You can see the all the HANA binaries, HANA library file, same as like kernel files here. HANA library kernel files are there here, right? That is the one important thing here, right? So the next one, so that is the HANA common file systems, configuration files, everything will be located in this one. Then when it comes to the HDB instance number, here you have the log directory, here you have the work directory, here you have the HDB work directory and backup directories and everything will be available here, right? So everything will be in this location here. Under the HDB instance number, you see there is a HD, so work directory, right? So work directory, and here also we have the exe. These are the some environmental variables and everything here. So that is not the important here. So the mainly the important structure is the here the host. With the name of host name, there will be one folder will be created here. Under this folder you have the trace directory. Under the trace directory you have here. So this is the one of the very important directory here. Very important directory here. So CD under the host name we have the KPS4 HANA host name. Under that we have the log folder, work directory, web disk, log, sec. These are all the not much important, but one of the important directory is the trace directory. So this is the place where it will save the all the log files here. So where whatever we see in the diagnosis files, here, you can go to the diagnosis files here. You can see the all the log files, name, server, system availability, daemon, so preprocessor, web dispatcher, ICM, and all the log files are how we have here. Similar way we have the all the files are here as well. So basically your HANA Studio will read the files from in this location. So in the interview point of time, they will ask you questions on, can you tell me the location of the trace directory, HANA trace directory? This is the one. USR SAP SID and HDB instance number and KPS your host name and your trace directory, here. There you see the all the details and everything here, right? That is the one of the important factor here. KPS4 HANA. So here we have the trace directory. So all the process related log files, we can see how the name server is behaving, how the name server is reacting, all the information you can see here. So if you open the tail command or cat command, you can see the all the information we can see in this concept here in this file. So if you want to tenant specific, if you go to the db underscore tenant, so there we can check the tenant related things here. There we can check the tenant related log files and everything. We can check it out here, right? So here basically the work directory is the very important work directory here, right? Here we can monitor the systems. So in the work directory you can monitor the log files of the each process and what it exactly it is doing here. So what's happening with the my database. So all the information recorded in this case here it will be recorded here, right? So that is the main important thing here. Okay. So this is the one plate here. So this log file trace directory. So from here also we can see, otherwise in the, so here also diagnosis files also we can see the all the details and everything here. All the details and everything we can see it here as well, right? In the OS level, they may ask you, then in that case you need to tell this point here. So here you need to tell the trace directory. Under the trace directory, we can see the all the information and everything here. Okay, so here main important thing is the, so under the HDB host name and trace directory, here we see the all the log files and everything here. Okay, that is the one thing here, HANA OS level file systems here. Then the next one, so is home directory. Home directory just configuration files of the your HANA and everything here. So there is a, this is the USR SAP SID is the local, actually USR SAP SID is the local directory. But inside of that one, you have the global directory is called the slash HANA shared and SID. So both are same actually. So this is the local mount point. This is the global shared mount point here. Local and global mount point here. Slash HANA and the shared file system here. Slash HANA shared file system here. So here also we have the SID. Then slash HANA shared SID and log HDB. Then you can check the other files and everything here. Right? Same directory here. Right? So same mount point, same will be located here as well here. Slash HANA shared SID, see exe profile and HDB 00, say global directory, everything will be here, right? That is the one thing here. So, and one more thing is this is the HANA level file system structure and everything here. And here the one more thing is like resident HDB LCM, resident HDB LCM here. So this is also one of the important topic here. These all are the small topics here. Resident HDB LCM tool here. So the resident HDB LCM is for to perform the post installation activities, post configuration related activities after the installation. For HDB LCM means there is a normal HDB LCM which will come as part of the installation toolkit. Normally we use this one to perform the upgrade of the HANA systems and installation of the HANA systems and all the cases here. But you said like there is a resident HDB LCM. So what it is, sir, where it is located means this resident HDB LCM will come after the installation. So the location of the resident HDB LCM like the slash HANA shared, then SID, then so HDB instance number slash HDB LCM. That is the location here. Let's see here. See here HDB slash HANA shared HDB. Slash HANA shared. Not here. You will get here itself. I think that is not installed, I guess. So that will come like here itself in the under the here they will get the HDB LCM folder. There we can see the perform the installations and everything. Let me see, are there any other SIDs are installed? No. We can let me show you in the others. US slash HANA shared SID HDB 00. See here HDB LCM is there here. HDB LCM is there here under the SAP slash HANA shared HDB slash HANA shared CD HDB. So under we have the normal HDB LCM folder is there. That is for the so HDB LCM folder is there here. That is for the post installation activities here. Post installation activities. So just dot slash HDB LCM. So normally we will use for the installations and upgrades, but resident HDB LCM after the installation in the file system level, it will come to perform the post installation activities like adding the host, check the installation, configure the host, rename the host, rename the SID. So uninstall the system, unregister the system, update, host. These many things are possible. So with this installation here, suppose if you want to configure the SLD, if you want to configure the internet network, just select the 4. So password of the HDB LCM. Okay, password is not matching. So we can click it and we can perform the respective activities of here, right? So respective activities we can perform it here. Resident HDB LCM file here to perform the post installation related activities here. Okay, that is the one thing here. And so yeah, so they may ask you can you tell me the location of the HDB LCM? Resident HDB LCM. Then you need to tell like USR SAP SID, sorry, slash HANA shared SID, then HDB LCM. What is the use of the resident HDB LCM means to perform the post installation steps and everything here. What about the normal HDB LCM means to perform the installations and upgrades, sorry, installation of the normal which will come as part of the installation toolkit. But this one you no need to download it, it will come as part of the installations and everything. Okay, that is the location of the hdbLCM files here. So next one is the SAP HANA Delta Merge. These all are the small. This is very important topic, one of the important topic here. So here SAP HANA Delta Merge. So what is mean by Delta Merge? Basically, main memory is divided into the two types here. One is the delta storage and main storage here. One is the delta storage and the second one is the main storage here. Delta storage and main storage here. Main memory means your RAM slot. One is the delta DS and second one is the MS. So first data will come to the your database like this. To the delta storage level, the data will come to in this location here. Okay, in this location, so the data will come to the here, right? That is the main things are the working here, right? So DS delta storage here. So then, so why? Because users or system cannot write data directly into the main storage level. So main storage operations are costly. First data come to the delta storage level. So why? Because delta storage is optimized for the read plus write plus compression mechanism. But the main storage is only optimized for the read plus compression factor will be applied here. There is no write mechanism in the main storage level. There is no, so there is no write mechanism here. Write means which directly write into the main storage level. So basic main memory is divided into the two main storage areas when it comes to the HANA. One is the DS and MS. All those things will be executed here, right? So if any data is coming to the your database level, first it will execute, first it will store into the delta storage level. Delta storage, which will store the delta, means unconfirmed changes into the here. Means all the queries, loads, calculations, transactions will be executed in the delta storage only directly. So once the transaction is committed, so transaction is committed here from delta storage to main storage. Once the transaction is committed, then the changes will be moved to the delta storage to main storage. This merging is called the delta merge. Merging the delta storage operations from DS to MS or merging the changes from or the process of moving the changes from the delta storage to main storage is called the delta merge operations, right? So that is the delta merge. So which means the main memory is divided into the two memory areas. One is the delta storage and the second one is the main storage. Delta storage means all the calculations, temporary computations and everything will be executed in the delta storage. Once the transaction is committed, same data will go to the main storage level, right? This process is called the delta merge operations, right? But as soon as the data moved to the here, so data moved to the here immediately, as soon as data moved to the delta storage level, so one copy of data will be saved into the data folder level. That's what I discussed with you, everybody. So there is a OS level slash HANA data folder. There is a OS level slash HANA log folder level, right? So the first data will be executed in the delta storage. Then during the save point interval, the committed data, once the transaction is committed, the committed data will go to the main storage level. Committed data will go to the main storage level, it will go. In the from main storage to again it is coming to the data folder level at operating system, that is called the during the save point interval. As part of the save point interval here, as part of the save point interval, so as part of the save point interval, it will happen every 5 minutes once. The data will come to the main storage to the OS level data folder level. Sir, why this again? The same one copy of data storing into the main memory level, that is fine, right? Why again data storing into the file system level also? Initially, we told that HANA is a in memory, all the data calculations and everything will be executed on the memory side. But so main memory side it will store it, that's it. But why again file systems means one copy of data will be stored into the data folder level? Why? Because HANA main memory is a volatile memory, we cannot trust the memory, right? So then there is a main memory, so it will be stored. Whenever you stop the system, all the data will be gone from the main memory. Then so right again when you start it, it will take some time. Again all the data will be reloaded here because of the data is storing into the main memory level here. Add to main memory to and data folder level, the data is getting stored here. The data is getting stored here. Okay, that is the one thing here. Slash in the data folder level. So this operation, this save point interval, we can see at trace directory. In the trace directory, we can see the this file, this log files, we can see it here. Whether the delta merge, that is the internal process. The save point interval also is one of the internal process. So these things we can see it in the trace directory. If we go to the trace directory, suppose like db underscore hdb, the tenant related files. So like db underscore tenant means index server name server. You can see the traces here. In the traces, we can find the save point interval is happening or not. There we can observe it here, right? So you can see the table load startup. So here see the save point. Save point happened at the so 11101. Then here there is a one more save point happened. So here there is a one more save point happened here as well. So like that every 5 minutes once, every 5 minutes once. So the save point will happen, will copy the changes committed data from main memory to disk layer level. It will copy it here because of so main memory is a volatile memory. Whenever if any restart happens, all the data from the main memory will less get lost. So then again, how the data will comes means, so before stopping the HANA database, all the data will be loaded to the from main memory to disk layer format. Disk level, it will write the data. So then once the data is written here, then what will happen here? Again, at the same time, when you are starting the HANA database, whatever the data is written before the stoppings and same data will be written to the main memory level. Same data will be written to the main memory level. These operations will happen during the so HANA starting time. Whenever you are starting the HDB start, you see after that main memory will get increased because of so all the data again will be reloaded into the main storage level. Main storage level, all the data will be reloaded here. That is what it will happen in the systems. That is what it will happen in the systems here. This we will call it as the delta merge operations and save point interval. These all are the internal mechanisms here, right? Whenever you are starting the HANA database, the first thing is like, so what will happen here? First, system tables, which means row store tables will be loaded first. Row store tables will be loaded first. Why? Because row store tables are the system tables. It contains the configuration of the system data, system and everything. So that first row store tables will be created. Then secondary indexes will be created. The third one, so column store tables. All the business tables are the column store tables. Then column store tables will be created here in this column store tables. Then the rollback the roll forward, roll back, roll forward statements will be executed. Roll back. Roll forward and roll back. What is this? Okay, first when loading, when you are starting the HANA database, it won't start immediately. It will take some time. During the some time, what will happen? Whatever the data is there in the data folder level, all the data will be reloaded to main memory. All the data will be reloaded to the main memory here. So while loading the main memory, there is a order will be followed. One is the row store tables will be loaded. Then second one, columns, secondary indexes will be created. Then column store tables will be loaded from the disk to main memory. Then roll forward and roll back. Roll forward means the transactions which are committed but not saved into the data system level, that will come and again save it here. The transactions which is not committed means not completed, then those transactions will stay in the same, it come back to the original status. Those transactions will come back to the original status here, right? That is called the during the HANA starting time. So this will happen in the database level. Okay, this is the, so HANA delta merge. Delta merge means merging the committed entries to. So once the transaction is committed here, so whatever the data is committed, that committed entry, moving the, or I can put this way, the process of moving the committed data from DS to MS is called the delta merge operation. Delta merge. Delta storage data merging with the main storage, that is called the delta merge operations. Okay, these are the some internal, so very, very important concepts. These all are. Coming back to the so shall you, will you guys practice or shall I explain? Logs checking at file system, that is the troubleshooting part, very, very important point. If someone asks you system is not starting, the daemon is not running, something is not running, means first of all, first thing is you need to check the whether the database is up or not. Whether the database is up, this still it's having the issue, means you need to check the, so log files, trace directory log files, you need to check it out. Okay, so practice, will you guys practice? So please connect to the this HANA studio, this HDB
Hello.
databases and everything. So do the
Hello.
practice. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Yes, friend.
Trace, trace you told, no? This trace configuration and that OS level trace is both are same or
Yeah,
different?
that whatever the traces are here in the HANA studio level, this one, and operating system level, we have the trace directory. Both are files share same. HANA studio will take the files from that OS level directory only here.
Okay.
In case HANA system is down, then how you will connect to the HANA studio and troubleshoot the issue? Then HANA OS level, you need to connect it. Then that time, so this trace directory path, the full path they will ask you. Then what is the location of the HANA trace directory? Can you please tell me? Then you need to tell like USR, SAP, SAD, HDB, instance number, then host name, trace. Here we have the trace directory. There we can, I check the logs and everything, and we fix it like that. So we have to tell.
Okay. Thank you.
Ravi, after storing the data into the data, I mean, HANA data, right? Is it going back to the main memory again in the delta merge process?
Which are the data is not committed, means not saved into the data folder level again. So that committed, that roll forward will happen. The data will come to the data folder level. Only the committed data. So means the data is committed, which is not saved into the data folder level. So that will come to the data folder again.
Okay. No,
First data will comes to the here.
okay.
If the transaction is committed, you are booking the ticket and everything, means that will be done here. Then your
Okay.
ticket booking is done, transaction is successfully completed, means then that will go to the main storage level. Then, so after 5 minutes, it will come to the data folder level. But when it comes to the data folder level, so but the system is crashed. data in the main memory only. What will happen here? The transaction is committed here, but not saved into the operating system level. So in that case, what will happen? Whatever the transactions are not saved, means not saved into the data folder level, that the transaction is committed, but not saved. Only that will save will happen to the data folder level. But sometimes what will happen? Rollback, which means you are doing the transaction, you are trying to book the ticket, but while booking the ticket in middle itself system got crashed and you got the 500 and also the transaction is not committed, means not complete. Committed means in our layman language is not completed. So your database language commit, commit, commit. So it's committed means database is successfully completed the transaction. Then it will not committed means again the transactions will be reverted back to the previous status. Previous status means originally the ticket is not booked, that will go to the ticket not booking status only.
Okay. So whatever the committed during the main memory, it will come to data. If not, then it will go back to the previous state. Right?
Yes, right. That's right.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, fine, Ravi. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks everyone. You just practice it. So we'll see tomorrow some other topics like catalog, tables, schemas, and how to do the real-time analysis of the tables, data provisioning. The many concepts are led, but the main key point for today, save point, delta merge, and OS level file system trace directory, HANA licensing. These small topics are very important. So these and all the things we cannot say it, but theoretically you should know about these things. Interview point of time. So that's why, so please just cross check all these topics. So I will share the material as well, so just you can go through it. Okay.